Good morning. This is your New York pre-market session analysis. I'm trying to come up with a good technical name here because my pre-market analysis is not for London. It's not for the Asian markets. It's for New York. So in the comments, help me come up with what should be the opening line here. What should I say? All right. Anyway, this is your pre-market analysis. It is June 15th, 2026, 7:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jumping into the NASDAQ here, last week we were focused on these two levels right here, and price did come down to this area right here, which we had a gap touched there, bounced completely off of it. And then I was paying attention to this to either be support or resistance. And at the time, I was looking for this to be actually resistance. And you can see here, it did kind of bounce off of there. And what ended up happening is obviously we broke through. So we did have our breakout, which is what I was looking for. And then we did have this solid close here on Friday above this level. So, and I did say anything above this level, any closes above this level would indicate for more upside. And off we go. This is our yearly high. So this is going to be the area that I am paying attention to. Look for a close above 31,000. If we get a close above that, I would anticipate more upward momentum for the NASDAQ. All right, let's jump into Bitcoin quick. Bitcoin also catching some gains off of all of this. Something I want to point out here. So this level right here, this dotted line, I keep mentioning that, right? So this is a key level that we were paying attention to. If price could stay above this, I wanted to be long. So what ended up happening was last week, price kept closing below, well, it closed above here and kind of faked us out. So we went ahead, we did this long because we had this solid bar through this level. Price came back down. And this one right here, when this closed below that level, then I went flat. And then, of course, the very next day, boom, it shoots completely through again and closes. So right here is actually an extension level. So there are lines, it's like an overlay that we apply. I teach this in the classes. We apply to this. And right here is actually an extension. And you can see price never went past that extension. It always touched. So that was a good clue that price was likely to move to the upside. But you still got to be cautious. When you're in this kind of chop here, it can do anything. It can really mess up your account. So I remained flat. Once we had this solid close again, then on Thursday, I went ahead and took the long, and we've been long since, well, I believe on the weekend I had posted an alert that it looked like everyone should probably be long on Bitcoin based on the the method that we use for trading. So right now, definitely long in Bitcoin, and let's move the chart in a little bit here so we can see what kind of targets we have. So this would be a level of resistance that I'm going to pay attention to right here. Price could bounce off of this area, maybe pull back and continue on. If it doesn't, then I'm looking at more downside, So this right here would be the level, the prior day low. If we get a close below that again, then we could be looking at more downside. But as of now, it does look like everything wants to go to the upside. And the targets that I do have is going to be the $67,000. I would start taking some off here. And also, I have a target right up here around the prior month low. So around 72,000. The other prior year high. All this would be a good area to definitely take profits because right here, you can see, look at how flat everything is. There's a lot of liquidity sitting right here. So that would be a great area to take some profits. All right, I spent way too much time on Bitcoin. I hope it helps you guys. But that is the pre-market analysis that I have for now. I gave you the levels to pay attention to and possibly uh, our new targets. All right, so if you're trading, good luck. Mondays can be choppy, so use caution. Tuesdays typically do play out a little better. Price action can be easier to read. It's just a observation I have had from years of trading. So there you go. There's a little bonus tip. All right. Take care, guys.